We are here for a friendly feud. Now, we used to have a game called Front End Feud. And in fact, Adam, you had a really cool soundbite that you made for us where you said,
"Oh yeah,
it's time to play Front End Feud." I can't do it. Oh yeah. But we need a new one for Friendly Feud. So I thought maybe we'd just like live workshop that here. You want to?
Sure.
Let's give us one.
It's time to play Friendly Feud.
Not bad. Okay, give us 3 more.
No. One's all you get.
All right. Well, we are here to play Friendly Feud, and we brought some friends with us. In fact, we brought our JS party people. What's up, y'all?
Hey, hey. Ahoy, hoy.
Hello, hello.
To name them and shame them, we have Nick, Nisi. You heard that, hoy, hoy. We have K-Ball. Amy is here. And Amel, back from outer space.
Back from the loop. I need my own Changelog and Friends show to kind of catch you up with all the things that's been happening in my life.
Oh, that would be
really
cool.
There's so many good things to dig deep on, I think. And but yeah, back.
And of course, Bone Skull Chris Hiller. How you doing, man? He delivers every time.
So exciting.
Time. The resident curmudgeon. Well, Friendly Feud is a game not of wits, but of vibe reading. I don't know. Your job is to answer these questions in the same way that our audience already answered these questions. So maybe you took our Friendly Feud survey. You probably did. We had almost 200 people take it. And we asked a whole bunch of questions. And now we're going to see which team can accurately figure out what our audience thinks. So our teams today are divided as thus. We have Team 0 and Team Sub-Zero, technically, because it's a 0 indexed array, is Adam, Amy, and Chris. Good luck to you.
Thank you.
Team Sub-1 is Nick, Amel, and K-Ball.
Hello, we're number 1.
Before we commence round 1, I thought maybe you would like to talk trash to each other for a minute or two.
That man bun looks so cool.
Of course, Adam's referring to Nick's game board avatar. If you are an audio only listener, don't worry. You can listen right along. But this is one of those episodes where it's pretty good to have video because we will have a game board live the entire game. So check it out at youtube.com/changelog. And you can see Nick Nisi's man bun, which is cute. Nick.
Amazing. Thank you, Jared.
I like it, honestly. It's kind of, it suits you, Nick. I'm imagining maybe you just ate a bite of hamburger and it accidentally had mustard on it or something like that. And you're making a face like in disgust. Is that what happened?
Pretty much, yeah. My daughter did my hair, so only positive things to say about it.
Okay. Mayonnaise, mustard, ketchup. What's your thing on burgers, Nick?
This is the worst trash talk I've ever heard. What's your thing on burgers?
Nothing. I've never had ketchup or mustard or any other thing. I just have them plain because I am a functioning 6-year-old.
I was going to say, a boring human. Amy, will you please talk some trash at these people and say, like, we're going to win or you guys stink or something?
Well, the last time Adam and I were on a team together, we did win.
We did win, yes. Yeah. Last minute, in clutch, unrecorded. We won't say any more.
That's true. Well, let's see what happens. We have 7 rounds of play. Each round, we will have 2 people face off and get a chance to guess first. Whoever gets the highest answer on the board gets to play that round. Their team then takes over. They get a guess until they have 3 strikes. That's 3 wrong guesses, at which point the other team can confer amongst themselves and steal that round's points by guessing one of the remaining answers that are on the board. Generally speaking, an answer only makes the board if it has 5 or more responses. There's a couple of rounds for which that's not true, but we'll address those as we get there. Any questions about how the game works before we dive into round 1?
So what's the genre of questions here? Like, is this like existential questions about like life or like what's the genre? Like, how can I mentally prepare for what's ahead of me?
I would say the genre is developer life.
Okay, dev life.
But not friends, right? Because I'll fail. It's friendly feud. Before
That's
it was
right.
front end feud.
It's just developer life. You know, we are broader than front end.
I know, but not into friends. I don't know what that is.
Do you have to guess first? Like, or do you press a button or something?
So because of internet latency, which we've already enjoyed some today, we do not do timed guessing. We do rotational guessing. So we will give each team a chance to guess first, but during the face-off, I will just name the person who guesses first. Make sense?
And then how do we work as a team? Like, do we get to kind of confer with collaborate with each other? Or
That's right. Only during the steal moment. At any other time, you just shut your trap and hope your teammate's awesome. And no Googling, no Clauding. You cannot deep seek. You cannot shallow seek. We just sit, we enjoy, and we see who wins. Sound good?
This is like a strictly like hands on deck situation. Like, you know, hands up in the air. Like, you know, like we need
That's
like
right.
fingers
No
where you can
typing.
see them, you know? Okay.
How do we talk amongst each other? Like just here in the chat here or the conversation?
Well, during the conferring, you say it out loud so that we can all hear it. And like you think out loud. And then during the guessing, you don't talk unless it's your turn. I feel like you guys are asking questions just to mess with me at this point.
No, that's the serious one. Because like if we start guessing or talking amongst each other, the other team hears the you know, our insights.
Well, they're done at that point. Don't worry. I'll direct how it's going to
Okay.
work. They don't have a chance to do anything. They're done. They've had 3 strikes.
I
Okay.
see. I understand. Okay, cool. The flow. It's a flow.
Let's move into round 1. And our face-off for round 1 will be between Adam and Nick. Step right up. Now, you don't actually step anywhere because we're just here in a virtual environment. But
A
you
virtual
understand
step.
the point. All right. Round 1. We asked our listeners, what's the first robot that comes to your mind? What is the first robot that comes to your mind? The top 6 answers are on the board. And because he's a guest now, we will let Nick guess first. Nick, what do you think they said?
I'm going to go with R2D2.
R2D2. Is it on the board? Yes, sir. And it is the number 1 answer with 22 responses. Good job,
I'm
Nick.
so glad to know that I'm basic, like, because I would have had the same guess. So this is great.
Are you just called our entire listening audience basic as well? So thank you for that.
Basic minds shared.
Oh, gotcha. Basic minds think alike. Yeah. So
Yes.
that means Nick's team, because he hit number 1, Adam doesn't even get a chance to guess. Adam can just sit there and be remorseful. And team sub 1 gets to play this round. So Nick went first. You got the first item on the board. R2D2, 22 points. There are 6 total, which means there's 5 left. We go now to Amel. What's the first robot that comes to your mind? You cannot say R2D2.
Literally, I'm predictable and like yeah. I R2D2 would have been my answer. The next thing that came to mind was Jibo, which I don't think anybody even remembers that thing existed. This is going to sound like a really silly answer, but chatbot. Can I answer chatbot, even though that's like not a specific bot, but it's a.
You certainly can, but did our listeners type into the text field chatbot? Let's see if it's on the board.
Oh no!
Sorry, but that one is not a top 6 answer. That's 1 strike to your team. We go now to K-Ball.
I mean, I am terrible at this thing, but the thing that sprung to my mind was iRobot.
iRobot, the great.
Well, that was a movie title.
Well, based off a book, right?
Oh, well,
I don't even know what it is. Just that's what came to my mind.
I won't tell you the robot's name then because that is memorable.
All right. Well, K-Ball goes with iRobot. Did it make the top 6? I'm sorry, but it also was not on the list. Nick, you have a lot to choose from. There's 5 answers left on the board, but your team has 2 strikes, which means if you get this wrong, it's time to steal. What do you think?
Well, I know what I want to answer, but I'm not going to do it. So I'm just going to stay with the theme, C-3PO.
Show us C-3PO. Oh my
no.
goodness. A complete strikeout. with 0 correct answers except R2D2. That means Team 0, there are 22 points on the board, and you have lots of opportunity to get them because there's 5 robots left that have not been said out loud. Now, you 3 can confer, so talk amongst yourselves. You'll get the 22 points plus whatever you score with this particular guess if you get one. What do you think?
I have a couple in mind.
We only have one guess.
Correct.
Okay.
We're conferring, right?
Yes,
Yep.
we are conferring.
Yeah.
So I can
Johnny
say
number
them out loud.
5,
Yeah.
Wally, Rosie,
Oh yeah.
Let's go,
Hal,
Wally.
Sunny from iRobot. Thank you,
Hal
K-Ball.
now 9,000.
Hal 9000,
Jarvis.
Jarvis, yes. Which one's on the board though?
All of these sound vaguely familiar to me, but I would not have been able to generate any.
Marvin, the paranoid android.
The audience is young, so Johnny 5 is not on the board, I
Yeah.
don't think.
Let's go, Wally.
I'm thinking Wally. But no.
Do it.
I mean, it's just it would seem to be like the most. I don't know.
All right, final answer. What do y'all think? What are you going with?
What other famous robot is out there? What about like the Boston Dynamics ones? Does this have names?
Robot dog.
Those are pretty famous in the geek world. I'm thinking Wally though. I think Wally's probably
Yeah, go for Wally. Wally's a good one.
All right,
Yeah.
Wally for the steal. Is it there? Yes, it is. And it is the number 2 answer with
That's right.
20 respondents. That means Team Sub-Zero steals 42 points.
we should be able to get some more points. I'm sure our other options were there.
Well, let's see what else is there. At number 6, we have Bender.
Bender. Oh,
of
yeah.
course.
Of course, from
Bender.
Futurama fame. 7 people said Bender. In slot 5, there's Rosie.
Should have gotten that one.
8 people picked Rosie from the Jetsons.
Roomba.
Roomba.
We named our Roomba Rosie.
And at the 3 slot, Marvin.
Hey.
Oh, yeah. Marvin's pretty good.
Wow.
Yeah. Rosie's spelling correctly. I believe it's an IE, right? It's an IE.
Rosie is a really good one. Yeah, these are all like fantastic.
Bender. Man, I love Bender.
Bender's awesome.
They're like all of a different era.
Right. Yeah. Which is I think the best part. Like they're so spread.
They are, aren't they? It's
Well,
interesting.
good job, Sub-Zero.
Good job, everybody. So a couple of honorable mentions. So K-Ball, you guessed iRobot. 4 people said iRobot, so you were very close. 3 people said the one from Lost in Space, the robot from Lost in Space. Mr. Robot got 3.
Oh, yeah.
Even though he's not really a robot, right?
I almost thought about that one. Yeah.
C-3PO only had 2, so he's nowhere near as beloved as
man.
R2-D2. The OpenAI web crawler got a shout out.
Was it actually just crawling the survey?
And Mark Zuckerberg.
Mark Zuckerberg.
Mark Zuckerberg.
Mark Zuckerberg wasn't crawling the survey, but he has also got a shout out as a robot. So there you go.
Oh, yeah.
After round 1, Team Sub-Zero is in the lead with 42 points, but there's lots of rounds left. So we move around to round 2, Amy versus Amel. All right, now Team Sub 1 got to go first last round, so Amy gets to guess first. We asked our listeners, what is your favorite file format? The top 5 answers are on the board. Amy, what do you think they said?
I'm going to stick with the front end theme and go .ts. Just for you, Jared.
.ts, is it on there?
Oh.
If it was, I would have deleted it.
Oh.
Nobody likes .ts.
No.
Dang.
Everybody knows that.
Too
which
obscure.
means
Nobody likes that.
That would
Amel.
have fixed the number problem.
It's not a
Yeah.
problem. It's a feature.
It's a feature. Oh my gosh. Well, so this is so funny. I feel like I'm being trolled right now because I'm literally in the middle of a design decision and on some new config files. And, we're like arguing over like YAML versus TOML because obviously nobody wants JSON because you can't do comments. JSON is for computers, not humans. So it's between, so I mean, YAML is great until it's not. Like most things, love-hate relationship. I almost want to say, TOML, but I'm not sure how popular it is really. Oh my God. I also just want to say like .txt, like, cause like, ha ha ha. I don't know.
pick one. What do you want?
Let's go with YAML. I feel like YAML's got to be on the board. Or okay, you know what? I'm sorry. Let me go with
late.
Okay, fine.
You went with YAML.
Fine.
Is it on there? We all know it's not on there. No, nobody likes YAML.
Nobody.
Okay.
Yeah, I know. I figured
This is their favorite file format. It's not like
okay.
it's okay. All right, back to
Right.
you, Amy. We haven't landed yet, so here you get a second chance.
I was like, I know what my favorite file format is. Let's
You already
mix it
said
up. No,
Not TS.
I was gonna go with the SVG. Let's go for the images. That's not my answer though. I am gonna go with an image though. Let's try a .png. A ping.
Show us ping.
Oh my gosh.
Who takes this survey?
It takes a serve.
Our lovely audience takes it. Thank you very much.
Not me.
Well, I asked you guys not to take it. Okay, Amel, it's back to you. I mean, someone's got to get one eventually.
Okay, now I'm gonna say the wrong answer in hopes that it's on the board, which is JSON.
Okay, so she thinks maybe JSON, even though you don't think it's your favorite. Maybe somebody does. Does anybody think it's their favorite? Yes,
Yay.
they certainly do.
What?
And it is the number 2 answer with 27 people. Love JSON.
Yeah. I mean, nothing wrong with JSON. It's just not great for humans communicating, which is what for me would put it into like a favorite. If it's just machines communicating, then all good.
If it's just machines, you might as well be using a binary format, right? K-Ball, you're up now. You guys take the round.
I'm gonna go with the ye old TXT file.
Show us plain text. Yes, sir. And man, there it is. Plain text. 24 people. Love it. They love it. They love it. Nick, what do you love?
I love plain text, and I love the improvement of plain text that is Markdown.
Show us Markdown. Number 1 answer. Of
What?
course. Everyone's favorite file
What?
format. 35 people said Markdown, and they're my friends. Nick gets it right. So far, you have 86 points amongst yourselves and 0 strikes. Amel, back to you. There's 2 left on the board, slots 4 and 5.
Yeah, this is awesome because I completely spaced out about Markdown because I'm thinking about like what's used, like at runtime. Let's see. I wonder if MDX is on the board.
You want to lock that in?
Yeah.
Okay.
Sorry, I thought you were
question
you were
than a
like-
statement?
Yeah, no, I'm sorry.
Show us
That was,
MDX,
let me lock it in.
not DMX, everyone's favorite
Not
rapper.
DMX.
MDX.
Yeah.
MX.
I'm sorry, but it's not on there. First strike.
Darn it.
Back to K-Ball.
All right, well, let's see. So we got Markdown, we got JSON, we got plain text.
These are also AI's favorite formats.
I'm actually
Who
going to
took this
go.
survey?
I'm gonna go a little older school, and I'm gonna say XML.
Wow.
Show us XML. Strike 2. Back to Nick. Nick, it's all on your shoulders here.
You got to save us, Nick.
Again?
Yes.
No commenting.
Oh, favorite file format. We're on a podcast. I'm gonna say MP3.
MP3. Is it on there? I'm sorry, it is not. Strike 3 means we're back where we were last round. Team Sub-Zero. Opportunity to steal. Please confer amongst yourselves. You have the slots 4 and 5. If you hit either one of those, you get all these points and then some.
People like GIFs.
Yeah, that's what I was going Bones call. GIFs.
Yeah.
It's got to be the one. I mean, that's the one on there, right? We're talking about nerds here. Like nerds. Come on. Right?
Yeah, you gotta get your memes.
Maybe like Zip.
Well, Zip could be there, but maybe.
I'm thinking GIF.
All right. Amy, do you agree with that?
I do agree wholeheartedly.
All right. For the steal, 86 points on the board. Is it GIF? No, it's not. Which means those 86 points are awarded to Team Sub-1.
Yay, good job. Good job.
And they take the lead. Now let's see what was in slots 4 and 5. In the number 5 slot, we have everyone's favorite and a file-based database, SQLite.
Oh.
What?
6 people love SQLite files.
That makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
In all the world.
There's lots to
6
like.
people.
There's lots to like.
There is. I mean, SQL brings like this calm to my nervous system that like nothing else really brings that level of calm when it comes to programming. Like,
Right.
SQL is very
And there's some
comforting.
people that have found that in certain circumstances, it's actually faster than the file system.
The Mongo people are just rolling in their grave right now.
Oh, gosh. And at number 4, the other file format that people love is CSV. Common separated values. 8 people said CSV.
Yeah, that makes
That's a
sense.
The
choice.
survey got into a bank or something.
No, it does make sense though. Like I CSVs are awesome. You know.
Here's some honorable mentions. So Tommel got 4 shout outs, which beat YAML, which got 2. Tar, no one said tar. 3 people like tar balls. Amy SVG got 3 shout outs. Only 2 people said GIF, and nobody said GIF because that's not how you say it. And then finally, one person said the one with code in it. That's their favorite file format, is the one with code in it. Okay. After 2 rounds, Team Sub 1 is in the lead, almost doubling. No, more than doubling. Team Sub 0's points. 86 for Team 1 and 42 for Team 0.
7 rounds, right?
7 rounds. We move now to round 3. Of course, we asked, what is your favorite file format? We also would love to know, what is your least favorite file format? This round starts off with a face-off between K-Ball and Chris. Step right up. K-Ball, you get to go first this round. What do you think is our listeners' least favorite?
I'm gonna bring it back. We're gonna throw XML out there again.
Oh my God.
You guessed XML for favorite. Now you might think it's the least favorite. Is it on the board? Least favorite? Let's see it. Yes, sirree, Bob. And it is the least favorite of all people. 28 respondents despise XML. So we find ourselves in familiar territory. Team 1 is playing this round as well. Nick, we go to you. There are 7 on the board. XML is number 1, which means 2 through 7 are still out there. I'm going to say YAML. I think that everybody hates YAML. This is like the backfire round, or I guess last round backfired. This round is more accurate because yes, YAML, the number 2 response with 25 people despising it. Amel, to you.
That was going to be my answer. Was YAML. It's like, it's functional, but no one likes to tab. Let's see. So I'm really tempted to say JSON because I think like the lack of trailing commas and comments is really quite frustrating for many folks. But I don't know. It's between I don't want to put multiple answers out there, but and I cannot confer with my team, right? I can't get advice.
Correct.
You can attempt, but you can't.
But I can't. Let's put you know what? Let's put JSON on the board. Why not?
Why not? Show us JSON. Number 7. 5 people said JSON. So you now have 1, 2, and 7. And those middle ones need guessing. K-Ball?
Okay, all right, I'm gonna go .doc.
I was just thinking that.
Show us Word docs. Yes, at number 4, 19 people said they hate Word docs. To Nick, you're halfway home. Actually, you're more than halfway home. You got 4 of 7. Numbers 3, 5, and 6 still available.
Okay. We have YAML, we have docs, we have JSON, XML. I know TypeScript won't be on there, so
Wow.
Because people aren't thinking about it. That's a
too busy
register
being
first.
productive.
Oh my god. I've missed Nick being trolled by Jared so much.
And the other way around, right?
And the other way around, yeah, the circle. Y'all are like a Tom and Jerry situation, I think the real question is who's Tom and who's Jerry,
Oh, it's like
The
a Roadrunner
and
Wile E. Coyote thing.
We all know which one I am.
The coyote.
See how slow you were on that? He's on.
Anvil dropped on your head just now.
Yeah, totally.
All
All right, Nick, what do you got?
If I go with my previous thinking that bankers took this survey, then I'm gonna say that text files.
Show us text files. First strike.
Yes.
All right, Amel.
The demise begins.
I think I'm gonna say Excel / spreadsheet / CSV. Basically, they're all like
Throw three in
the
there.
proprietary or non-proprietary version of the same thing. You know.
We'll pick one.
Well, I mean, do I have to?
Well, you said / spreadsheet. I mean, is that a file format?
Okay, no.
Spreadsheet.
Open spreadsheet is a thing. All right, so I think let's do CSV.
Okay, CSV was in the list of favorite file formats. Are you sure?
Oh my God! Stop making me doubt myself. Hold on, I'm not sure.
It's on there.
It's on there. Okay.
Yeah, I was messing with you. I was trolling you.
I was like, oh,
It's
no.
been too long. Number 6.
Oh yay!
6 people
Excel.
do not like
Figured.
it. Oh shoot! Did you say CSV?
I was just they're like, okay, Excel, CSV, spreadsheet, like same
CSV is
family,
also
same
correct.
category. Okay.
Come on, Jared.
Oh well, she said all 3. She said
I did.
this, that.
I really
couldn't-
did. In all
I
fairness,
forgot which one she actually picked.
It's the same number of points either way.
It doesn't matter. They have to get this one. They have to get this one.
I feel like this game is a little biased, right? Like to steal, you only have to get one right. But if we got to run the table.
Exactly.
That's how the game works.
Take it with Steve
life.
Harvey. You know, I didn't design this
right.
game. All right, K-Ball.
We got already on the board. We have XML, YAML, Word, CSV, Excel, and JSON. And the question is, what's missing that's a least favorite?
That's right.
I'm pondering PDF. I feel like that might be up there. Yeah, I'm going to go with that. I'm going to say PDF.
Like PDF more than YAML, but less than Word.
I feel like I actually suspect this has a lot
tracks.
to do with like how much people are exposed to it and also how much annoying it is to modify it. And dealing with PDFs, like the tooling has gotten better, but I bet that's still up there. So I'm gonna put PDF out there.
All right. Is PDF that missing number 3 of the 7 least favorite file formats? He got it.
Nice.
With 20 respondents not liking PDF. I think that's exactly right, K-Ball. We know about it, and we've tried to program with it, and it sucks to work with.
I also love it when websites just stick PDFs like on the website, and it's like you can't select text, you can't like get it.
Right.
There's no indexing or searching of the content. It's rough times.
We were just talking a couple weeks ago with Bert Hubert, I can't say his name appropriately, who makes a government tracking website in the Netherlands, and he was just doing the opposite of singing PDF's praises. He was just saying how bad PDF is to work with, and a lot of governments, even with FOIA and whatever kind of stuff where the documents are supposed to be public, they just throw PDFs out because they know it's harder to work with. Where it's like, at that point, I would love XML, even though I hate it, compared to PDF. So I'm actually surprised. But XML is top of mind, I think, when you think of things you don't like.
Yeah, what we really need for like non-programmers is like Webflow, something that like can make something pretty and easy, but like you get all the benefits of the, it being structured HTML that it spits out,
Mm-hmm.
But yeah.
Dreamweaver.
Yeah, I think you're right.
Dreamweaver.
I was gonna say, was that a product placement, Amel? That was really good. You're like, what we really need is Webflow.
not paid or sponsored by
All right,
Webflow.
so I think we're getting away from the topic, which is we are dominating. So
This
we need
is
to
true.
get back on the topic of
This is
our
true.
domination and give Team Zero a chance to show their zeros. And
Just wait.
Oh,
Just
now
wait.
K-Ball's getting alive.
Just wait.
We've
I mean, I was waiting for y'all to pick up the trash talk, and nobody was filling
No.
it
The
in.
only reason you guys won that round is because Jared gave you the bonus, okay? You'd have faltered on the bonus.
Yeah.
CSV and Excel are not the same. She got 2 for 1.
They had strikes to spare. Okay, after we were going to award, this is 109 points now going over there to Team 1. And after round 3, it's starting to look like a wipeout. Team 1 has 195 and Team 0 has 42. There's lots of rounds left. We move now to round 4. This is the inverted round. The inverted round works differently. There's no face-off. We just toggle back and forth between teams with an opportunity to guess. The question that we asked our listener is name the first protocol that comes to your mind. However, in the inverted round, you get more points for matching further down the board. So the number 1 answer is worth the least amount of points, and the number 5 answer is worth the most amount of points. Since he's been sitting quietly most of the game, we will let Adam go first.
Fantastic.
Sorry.
What?
Fantastic.
I couldn't. Like,
The look on Adam's face is just priceless. It's
Yeah,
just
he's very happy.
priceless.
Well,
what do you think, Adam? The first protocol that comes to your mind, but actually the 5th first. You know what I'm saying?
the 5th first? Oh, gosh.
Well, if you want more points, you got to get down the board. If you want not as many points, you name the actual first protocol.
What the heck is a protocol? In particular.
Well, there's no follow-up questions on the survey, so it's however they interpret it.
That's like a good name for a memoir. What the hell is a protocol?
Well, I didn't say how.
Anyway. Oh, you didn't
It's
say
a
how.
protocol.
Sorry.
She's spicing up your biography.
And it's the name the first protocol that comes to your mind.
The text that you're reading right there on the game board is literally the text that they read in the survey.
The first one that comes to mind, and it's the 5th answer.
Well, you would love to get the 5th, but
Oh.
you could get the 4th or the 3rd.
So I'm just trying to get one. Okay. I was trying
Yeah,
to
you just want to match the board, but the lower down you get more points, and you guys are quite a ways behind.
Thanks for reminding.
I'm not really sure what a protocol is in particular. I mean, like, is it like an API or what is it not a...
Can I explain it? Am I allowed
Sure.
to explain it, Jared?
Don't help
Sure.
him. Don't help him.
Now go ahead, Amel.
No, it's basically a so term comes from net. Okay, fine. Okay, fine. Then I will not. According to
Oh, gosh.
Nick is whispering he's not on our team. He's on our bigger team.
Here, how about this, Adam? I will give you a for instance
Sure. Thank you.
and one that isn't actually up there, so we'll all know that it's not up there.
Okay.
But here's a for instance. gRPC is a protocol that one person said.
Mm-hmm.
But it's not up there. It's not in the top 5. So you're trying to find another protocol similar to that.
Like WebSockets. Let's put WebSockets up there then.
WebSockets. All right. Show us WebSockets. That one also did not make the top 5. We go now to Nick.
I think you're trying to throw us off with this gRPC, so I'm going to go TRPC.
What's that?
TypeScript RPC.
Oh my
Oh,
gosh.
gosh. No one's going to guess that.
Let me just not even make it dramatic.
Just jinxed it.
Ridiculous.
I'm pretty sure that's also not a real protocol.
Not only was the answer wrong, it was kind of silly.
It is.
Really? By who? By what? What standards body?
All right, we go to Amy.
Oh, I get to go. This is probably higher up on the board, but I'm going to go with HTTPS.
Okay, show us HTTPS. It's on there.
Nice.
Number 3. 16 people said HTTPS, which gives 15 points. We'll award those immediately and go back over to Team 1 to Amel.
Oh man, this is now that I know HTTP is lower, I'm like, oh man, oh no. I thought it was going to be number 1. Let's say UDP.
Show us UDP. Not on the board. Chris,
SSH.
show us SSH. It's on there, and it's the lowest answer, which is the
Nice.
most points.
What?
You score 25 points.
I would have totally expected that to be number 1, if not HTTP, but wow.
All right, Team 0 coming back now. We go to Team 1 and K-Ball.
Did we already say TCP?
We did not. We said UDP.
UDP.
I think TCP.
Show us TCP. It's on there. Second most popular answer. 20 people said it. That gives you 10 points.
I thought UDP was going to score like lower than TCP, you know? I was trying to go low. Didn't work.
Back to Team 0 and back to Adam.
Maybe just DNS.
Another good guess. Show us DNS. Not on the top 5. Back to Nick.
Is your survey automatically redirecting to HTTPS for all non-secure traffic?
Is that a weird way of asking if it's also a different thing? I did not combine any protocols into a singular protocol.
Okay. HTTP.
Okay, there's our number one, HTTP. With an overwhelming 90 people saying HTTP only worth 5 points. But hey, it's still 5 points. We go back to Team 0 and Amy.
Come on, Amy.
Can you find the last one? We've got HTTP at the top, TCP, then HTTPS, then a blank spot. What's a splot? A blank spot, and then in 5th, SSH.
I'm going to go with FTP.
Oh, good job.
Oh, all your favorite files. Do you transfer them? Let's see. Yes, sirree.
Wow.
FTP. Yes, sirree.
That's
6
right.
people said FTP, which is worth 20 points. We'll award those now. All right. Very good. Thus ends the inverted round. I think Team 0 scored more there than Team 1 because they've closed the gap. However, Team 1 still has more than twice as many points with 210. Team 0 with 102. We have 3 rounds left, so there's lots of game to play. And we move now to round 5. This one's a little bit different. We asked our listeners to choose a number between 1 and 20, but we said your goal is to choose the number that you think the fewest other people are going to choose.
Oh my gosh.
Okay. Now your job is to guess the one that they chose the most, that they think people chose the least.
Can I just state for a fact that, I mean, I don't want to speak too soon, but it feels really great to be on a winning team.
Oh my gosh.
Just want to put that out there.
And you just lost.
They not like us. They not like.
That's when the Arrested Development narrator comes in. Is like, she wasn't, you know? Okay.
Yeah, thanks.
We're going to start with Nick. Nick, which number, including and between 1 and 20, so it's less than or equal to, do you think our listeners chose the most that would be chosen the least?
First, we need to break down this form. Did you code it?
Did I code this form?
Yeah, the people were filling out.
It's just a PHP file that posts to itself.
Okay, PHP. PHP distinguishes between ints and non-ints, right? It's got floats and stuff. I'm wondering if it has to be an integer.
I'm wondering if you can just guess something.
The least chosen in a form like this, and knowing our audience of bankers, I'm going to say 3.14159.
I'm thoroughly confused as to what we are doing in this round.
All right, show me 3.14159. No, that's a foolish answer. Okay, to you, Adam.
The correct number is one of 2 numbers. Which one should I choose?
Is it
I like
1 or
this.
2?
Go deep on
It's
this.
between one of 2 numbers that I'm going to say.
Okay.
I will declare them soon. I will only declare one to not give away the other hand.
Okay.
I'm going to go with number 9.
Show us 9. I'm sorry, but that was not one of the top 6 answers.
Ugh.
Nick?
Oh, back to me. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Against my better judgment.
I'm going to say 19.
Show us 19. There it is. 19. So 12 people chose 19, thinking that that number would be chosen the least. So Team 1 gets to play another round. Amel, if our audience had to choose a number between 1 and 20, with a goal of choosing the number that they think the fewest other people will choose, which ones would be chosen the most?
Any other layers to this game? Any other inverted like Like,
Not yet.
any other thing else? Okay.
Straight up.
I'm gonna choose my favorite number, which is 7.
So you think your favorite number is the least chosen number,
I
or
think I'm just a gambling woman.
oh, you're just going straight gambler. All right, she's a gambler. Is it on there? I'm sorry, it's not.
Aw.
K-ball.
I'm going to go with one of the ends. So I'm going to go with 20.
Show us 20.
Oh no.
Back to you,
That
Nick.
was my strategy.
You should probably say 1 then, Nick.
You're right. I'm going to say 2.
That's exactly what I was you to do.
Completely out of left field is 2. No, sirree.
2 is an amazing number.
3 strikes and you guys are out. You only guessed one of the top 6 numbers that people chose, thinking that nobody would choose them. Which means it's time to steal, and you can confer amongst yourselves. There are 5 possible matches up there, and we've eliminated quite a few numbers. So, I mean, at a certain point, it gets to be good odds.
Yeah.
It's not pi.
13.
It's arbitrary is what it is. I was thinking 17, but I like 18
I
as
was
well.
thinking
We're
17.
prime. 11.
Prime numbers.
Okay, we got 17 or 11.
The other question is how OCD is our audience?
Very.
Why do you ask that?
Well, like my husband fits into this category, and when he's doing the volume cannot be on certain numbers.
Yeah.
So I would also say this is kind of like that.
Potentially. That's why I'm thinking 17.
Mm-hmm.
High enough, but
That's good
odd.
choice.
Final answer?
I don't know. 11's also a pretty good number.
Mm-hmm.
You know? What do you think, Chris?
I like 17.
17. What do you think, Amy? You thinking
Do it.
17?
Lock it in. Lock it in.
For the steal, was 17 the number that was the most chosen by people thinking it would be the least chosen? Yes, it was.
Yes.
Number 1 answer. 17.
That's
Nice.
impressive. Good job, guys.
34 people chose 17, thinking that the least number of people would choose 17.
Well, when I said I had 2 numbers, it was 9 and 17.
You guys steal, and you get 46 points because there was a lot left on the board. I will award those now, and we'll see what else was on there. So, number 6, Nick should have said 1 because 10 people
Wow.
did go for 1. In 5th,
Adam told you.
the number 8, 11 people thought 8 would be chosen the least. The number 13, 12 people. And is 11 on there? No, it's not. You would not have stolen. 14 was picked 12 times.
Yeah, give us all those points.
Now, here's the actually least chosen. I already gave you the points. You don't get these.
I want those points.
Here's the actually least chosen ones. 19.9 was once. 3.1415 was only chosen once, Nick. You were very close.
Dang it.
6.9, and then somebody chose 8.123876512309888, and then a whole bunch of zeros.
Oh.
So I should have said integer.
Clearly.
Somebody spelled out the word 4, but that didn't fool me. I can normalize that. One person said E, or Euler's number, which we all know is the base of the natural logarithm and exponential function that approximates at 2.71828.
We all know that. Yeah, I agree.
Powerhouse of the cell.
Was that
Mitochondria? Jinx.
And then the actual number that was chosen the least is 5. Only one person chose 5. So you win. Whoever chose 5, you win. Well played.
That was very well played.
All right. So after now 5 rounds, it's getting pretty close, actually. Team 0 has 148 and Team 1 has 210. We move now to round 6. Okay. This is a bit inverted because we also asked them, what number do you think will be chosen the most in the previous question, aka the worst choice? So they had to guess which would be chosen the least, and then they had to guess which one would be chosen the most. Now you know what was chosen the most that they thought would be chosen the least, but now you have to guess what was chosen.
Can you even say that with a straight face, Jared? Like,
I'm enjoying this a lot. It's very hard to keep a straight face. Facing off in this round is Amy and Namel, and we'll start with Amy. So which of those less than 1, less than 20 numbers will be chosen the most? Not were chosen the most, but that the person thought would be chosen the most right after they selected the one they thought would be chosen the least.
10.
Show us 10. Sorry. Oh. Didn't register. Amel.
I honestly don't like unfortunately my audio is a little lagged today as well. So between that and like this inception of confusion, I'm going to just guess a random number.
Okay.
Let's go with 7 again.
Show us 7. You randomly guessed the number one answer. 34 people thought 7 will be chosen the most, but we all know that it wasn't because 17 was chosen the most. Okay, so team 1's playing again. Go to K-Ball.
I mean, under the principle of trying to invert, let's go with 5.
Show us 5. X marks that spot. Nick.
14.
Show us 14. Nope. One more strike, Amel. Unfortunately, you guys leaving the board so open that when they steal it, there's not much points left there.
Yeah. Let's see. Is it my turn?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Just making sure. Just making sure. I'm lagged. Let's do 5.
Show us 5. Third strike. A chance to steal once again. This has just been a game on repeat.
Ooh.
Every round feels the same. Team 1 plays, Team 0 steals. What do you think?
The number 1 is an obvious choice.
8, 12, 16.
Even numbers? He's throwing out some even numbers.
I love that.
8, 12, 16.
Well, we got an odd number at the top there so far. And the premise, Jared, is what? Exactly.
I can't remember.
The least?
No, the premise is which of the numbers between 1 and 20 inclusive do you think most people are going to write down as one that will be chosen the least?
So clear.
Do any of us feel strongly about the answer?
I feel like 1 was at the bottom last time. 17 was at the top. 17 is probably not on this board, and if it is, it's possible, maybe, but like 1's for sure going to be here. That's just my logic. But I'd love to be wrong.
What do you think, Amy?
Your guess is as good as mine.
Okay. I think we both, yeah. Just go ahead.
Do you feel strongly about, would you say,
No.
12, 17, 45, and what?
No, he said
Nope.
8.
45.
What are we going with?
Just 1, I guess, right?
1.
Wait. Yeah. Dial it in.
For the steal, did the most people think 1 would be the one that the most people chose would be the least chosen? You stole it. The number 2 answer is 1.
Wow.
24 people thought
Well
1 would be the one, which means you steal a total of 58 points. And it's getting tight, y'all.
Give those points up to us.
Oh my goodness. Look at that
Check
score
that
going into the
out.
final round. Team 0, 206. Team 1, 210. And the last round is double points.
This is a repeat of that conference.
I know I wasn't going to jinx
Are you
it.
sweating?
No, I'm smiling.
You're smiling. Okay.
I'm sweating and smiling.
We could review the other ones that were chosen, but who cares? Let's move to round 7. All right. It's time for another face off. This goes Chris and K-Ball. We asked our audience, what's the first programming related movie that comes to your mind? Sorry, K-Ball. I know you don't watch movies. I did not plan this. Chris can go first. Yes, Chris, a program related movie. There are 5 on the board. Top 5 answers. What do you think?
Hackers.
Show us Hackers. Number 1 answer, Hackers. 53 people said
Wow.
Hackers. That's double points to 106. And for
Well
the first
done.
time, I believe, Team 0's playing. Woo, this is looking bad for you, Mel. Okay, we go to Adam. There are 5 on the board. We have number 1. So 2 through 4 are
This
still
is number
up
2.
there.
Who's ready for number 2?
We're ready.
Swordfish.
Show us Swordfish. What? Not number 2.
You gotta be
I've
kidding
seen
me.
that. I've seen it.
You're going to jinx us.
Uh-oh. This could be the all-time choke job. no pressure. I'm enjoying the heck out of this. Okay. Amy.
The Social Network.
The Social Network. Survey says number 4 answer, The Social Network, with 14 responses, worth 28 points. Good guess,
It's
Amy.
not about programming.
Yeah, I didn't quite think that movie was ever about programming. It was more like, here's the lesson in vengeful deceit, or like
Programming related.
And this
and
is
why you
not
should
about
trust-
programming how.
and why you should trust nobody.
Sounds like
you know,
me with my code.
yeah, that's funny. That's hilarious. Good job though, Amy.
All right, Chris, back to you.
Jurassic Park.
Oh my god,
Good one.
it's Unix. I know it.
That's a really good one. Unfortunately, it's not quite
not
good
good
enough. I love that moment.
Adam, it's all you.
Oh, but it's not top of mind. There are 3 left. We have number 1, Hackers. 2 and 3 are blank. Number 4, The Social Network. And number 5 is also blank. So here I thought we'd just pick them off one by one. But there's a lot of movies that have subtle references that aren't necessarily top of mind. He's less confident this time around. Swordfish blew his confidence.
Yeah, a little bit. I'm feeling down. Thinking. Of course.
Can you be like one of those reasoning models that does its thinking out loud?
If I reasoned out loud, I would potentially help the team
It's going to
who
give
may
it
try
away.
to take me down.
Yeah, don't leak anything.
Yeah, I'm not leaking, man.
We don't need any leaks.
I'm just trying to prompt inject you. A few minutes later.
You know, it's against my better judgment. I'm thinking the audience connects Ready Player One to programming somehow.
They are bankers.
But I could be wrong.
Well, it's time to tell. Is he right or wrong? Is Ready Player One one of the top 5 programming related movies that comes to our listeners' minds? It is not. He is wrong. And for the first time, Team 1 gets to steal. And if they steal this, they steal the entire game. And Amel is totally justified. So you guys can confer. There's 3 options out there. You just got to hit one of them.
Okay, guys.
movies
Okay,
that come to
The
mind.
Matrix. The Matrix.
I was
The Matrix.
thinking the Matrix the whole way.
The whole time, I was like, I didn't even think about Hackers or Social Network. I was like, Matrix.
Yes.
Okay, should we do it? But so there's the Matrix, then there's like the Reloaded and Revolutions. Like, I think we should just say the Matrix. I'm sure it's on the board. All right,
Lock it in,
locked
Alex.
in.
If you say all 3, Jared will give you all 3.
You know, okay, the Matrix Revolutions, and the Matrix Reloaded. I think.
Okay, so as of right now, Team 0 has 206 points and Team 1 has 210 points. Team 0 won the round. They have 134 points scored already. They're banked. However, if the Matrix is in the top 5, Team 1 will steal the round and steal the game and be winners. And Amel will not look like a fool for having declared her victory prematurely. What is going to happen? Is the Matrix on the board? It is.
Oh yeah.
Number 2.
Nice. Awesome.
The steal is successful. So 182 points go back to Team 1.
Holy crap.
That's
That's
a
a domination.
I know.
The game.
We've dominated.
It looks like a domination, even though it was very tight.
Oh yeah, that's true. It really was. It's all the stealing, you know.
I prefer to be in the stealing side because I think the advantage is to you.
Do you guys want to see the other
Yes.
movies on the board?
I'm going to guess The Imitation Game.
Oh my gosh.
Nope.
Nope.
I was thinking
All right.
V for Vendetta, and then I realized that was just how the anonymous logo was born versus like that's actually not about
Right.
programming at all.
No.
Tron.
Her.
War Games.
I'm going to guess her.
Sneakers. Her.
Okay. Well, I did hear. I heard them all. So Sneakers was number 5 with 5 people. You also said War Games, Nick. 21 people said War Games.
Nice.
Honorable mentions: Tron. These all made less than 5 people. Tron, The Net, Swordfish got 3. Adam, very close. Her, Ex Machina, The Imitation Game, Gattaca, Pirates of Silicon Valley, and of course, Silicon Valley, the TV show, which I can only assume was Adam.
I didn't take the survey.
Adam, I sure hope you didn't take the survey. You're like,
And it was a TV, it wasn't a movie. I would have guessed that if I'd have thought it was TV.
That's true. There was a lot of TV shows on there. I'm like, do y'all read the actual thing?
I was sticking to, I guess They don't follow the rules, so we could have actually not followed the rules too.
All right. Well, for our very first game of Friendly Feud with 392 points, Nick, Amel, and K-Ball, y'all win. Congratulations. Here's your fake applause.
I feel so like this is like the best welcome back hug ever is to win. Although I did call people basic, but I didn't mean it in a bad way.
You did call them
I
basic.
thought you meant basic
called them bankers.
programming.
I think
I
that's
just
worse.
meant like
Basic
I have
programming.
a universal brain. Like that's like, you know.
You're supposed to say great minds think alike, but you said all these people are basic.
Oh, no, that's not what I meant. That's not what I meant. Yeah.
Oh, well, everybody, thanks for playing. Normally we'll give our winning team a chance to like say a speech or shout something out. Do you guys have anything to say, or are you all tuckered out?
I mean, I'm going to continue to channel my 11-year-old and like the Gen Z or Alpha or whatever slang, which is, you know, he did this at some point when we just got destroyed in a video game. He says, "Y'all got cooked and I'm the chef. Noodles."
Oh my gosh.
Dang,
Wow.
that's harsh.
We now will just go around in the house and something's going on and we'll just be like, "Noodles."
Chris, will you be doing noodles and then slurping in with your kids?
I might try that. Yeah.
Okay, cool.
That might go over pretty well.
I mean, y'all have heard the sort of the generational evolution of things, right? Like, so back when we were young, things were the, you know, and then at some point, you know, it was like, oh, that's fire. And then it was like, I'm going to cook you. And then it's like, you got eaten. I'm going to eat you. And pretty soon it's going to be back to where we were at the beginning and it's coming out again.
Oh, I didn't even
really?
think about that. Oh my
You're not
god.
that shit. You're my
Oh my
Right.
god.
There you go. There you go. That moves it around, right? But like, it's like, that's hot. That's fire. Oh, that's cooking. Oh, they were eaten. And like, it is evolving back towards where it was when we were all young.
And they did sick too.
Oh yeah.
Sick, yeah.
Does Ohio mean good or is that bad?
Does Ohio mean good?
Only when compared to Nebraska.
Oh, Nick, why do you set people up to get burned, to get cooked,
That's the thing. They say that's Ohio, right?
Noodles.
I don't know.
to get noodles?
Have you all played this game though? Those of you with kids who are in that preteen or teen thing where like you get a list of the sayings that they do and you get them to like sit there with water in their mouths and you just like deadpan the sayings and see how long they can last without busting up and splurting all the water out.
I think that's a new what do you call that? That's the Hot Wings chicken show or whatever. What am I thinking about? The
Hot ones.
hot ones, yes.
Yeah.
Like hot ones. That's like a variation of that. Like that's like
I
a
like the one with the tortillas and the water in the mouth. Y'all seen that
Tortilla slap challenge. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, they slap each other.
one? It's hilarious.
Yeah, there was one going around where they were doing that and the guy just slapped himself and the other guy busted up.
yeah, I don't know. My sister's 6.5 years younger than me, and you know, we're both in the same decade now, you know, but like every time I hang out with her, I feel like I come back with like such a like 50 new vocabulary words and terms. Like it's amazing how old and out of touch I am, you know.
Can you share
Like-
one for us?
I don't know anything. I mean, this one isn't even new, I'll share, but I used it recently in a sentence and then someone else at work started to use it. But like, she was like, oh, this thing is so clutch, you know, like she, you know, she's like, oh my God, yeah, that's so clutch. And I was like, I'm like, oh, you're using clutch in a different way than I've used it, you
Was
know?
she showing you her small hand purse?
No, it was not a clutch in that way. It was that it's handy, it's useful, it's, you know, oh, that's such a, you know, that tip is so clutch. Like, you know, I was like, oh, interesting, you know, but yeah, no, I mean, English is a fascinating language. And from my understanding, one of the reasons why it's dominated the world, besides like colonization and all of that jazz, is it's able to absorb other languages very easily.
Malleable.
Yeah, very malleable, and you know, it takes in. It's very flexible rules wise. If anybody else speaks other languages, you know how, you know, English feels so much more aerated than other languages, and so yeah, it's pretty cool.
It is cool. Somebody in our Zulip was hating on English the other day, and I was just like, I was just gonna hop in there and be like, I love English.
English is the best. Yeah.
I didn't want to be like that, so I didn't say it. But I'm saying it now. English is awesome.
Yeah.
We take other words and we just use them.
But it's also very morphable, right? Like
Makes it hard to learn.
I listen to my children as preteens now, and I wonder if I speak English. It doesn't seem to be the same English they're speaking.
Exactly. And then there's pidgin English, right? There's actually official pidgin Englishes too, like, all over the Caribbean and, many parts of Africa. So that it's,
And JavaScript.
Right. Funny. Yeah, that too. But you know what? I will say this. Certain things are very hard to say in English succinctly. I'd say like English isn't maybe the best when it comes to the richness of vocabulary. I think as other languages do a better job at there's like 50 words for one thing in certain languages, depending on the context and whatever. And like that richness and depth of language is kind of missing from English, I feel. It takes many words to say something sometimes. And in other words, it's like just, you just have to say, in other languages, you just have to say a word.
For some people more than others.
Yes, like myself.
I was just thinking, I love how long it's taken her to explain this.
Well, I'm what deductive, inductive communicator. I'm like one of the
ML-V. Go.
Yeah, -V,
go.
-ver both.
Give us all the words. I think my favorite new word to say or to use is like spam those buttons. Like we play a lot of Switch, or like spamming the buttons, like that's a cool reuse that's like on it, but makes it fun again. It's not like a bad connotation. It's a fun connotation. And like Sigma, I have no idea what it means, but it's cool. It sounds cool. It's like, that sounds cool.
And Rizzler.
My 7-year-old doesn't call things dumb or stupid. He only says derpy.
Derpy?
Something's derpy.
Mm-hmm.
Does that come from like herpaderpy? I think.
Came from the derp meme. The Mega Man or whatever with the eyes.
All right, we got to end this show because we are showing our age.
I thought it was over.
Thanks, guys, for playing Friendly Feud with us. It was fun. We did ask way more questions than just these, so we can play some more games without having to do more surveys. So stay tuned for more Friendly Feud in the future. Future Friendly Feud. Bye, friends.
Bye friends. I'm showing my
Thank
hand.
you.
See, I'm non-threatening. Bye, friends.
We'll stop threatening people.